Malik Carter never liked the feeling of being invisible. At 17, he was used to people giving him that quick glance, the kind that said he didn't belong, especially when he was walking home in his fast food uniform, hands still smelling like fries and burnt oil. But he never expected to see someone even more invisible than he felt. It was a freezing October evening in downtown Chicago when it happened. Wind slicing through his hoodie, Malik rushed toward the bus stop, thinking only about getting home before his little sister fell asleep. That's when he saw her, an elderly woman sitting on the sidewalk between a fancy boutique and a bank, places where people walked faster just to avoid looking at her. Her gray hair was messy, her jacket too thin for the cold, her hands shaking as she tried to sip from a near-empty coffee cup. Everyone passed her like she didn't exist. Malik slowed down. He wasn't sure why. Maybe because she reminded him of his grandma back in Detroit. Maybe because he knew what it felt like to be ignored. He walked over. "Ma'am, are you okay?" Her eyes lifted, soft, tired, surprised that someone cared. I'm just cold," she whispered. "Haven't eaten since yesterday." Malik checked his wallet. $20, that's all he had until next paycheck. His stomach clenched, but he didn't hesitate. "Come on," he said. "Let's get you something hot." He helped her stand and guided her into a small diner nearby. The cashier stared like Malik was causing trouble, but he didn't care. He ordered a hot meal for her, soup, sandwich, and a big cup of hot chocolate. When the food came, her eyes watered. "What's your name?" she asked. "Malik." "Thank you, Malik. People stopped seeing me a long time ago." He sat with her while she ate, telling stories about his school, how he worked nights to help his mom, how he wanted to study engineering one day, build something that mattered. She listened like every word was precious. After the meal, he helped her back outside. She pointed toward a community shelter a few blocks away. "You've given me more kindness than I've had in years," she said. "I'll be fine from here." Malik waved goodbye and hurried to catch the next bus. He thought that was the end of it. The next morning, he arrived at work, same greasy smell, same old mop, when his manager rushed up. Eyes wide. "There are people here asking for you," he said, breathless. "Important people." Malik walked out front and froze. A black luxury car waited outside. Standing beside it was the same elderly woman, but she looked completely different. New coat, hair brushed, a proud, confident smile. And next to her, a tall man in a suit surrounded by security. "Malik Carter?" the man asked. "I'm Thomas Ashford." The name slapped Malik like a shockwave. Thomas Ashford, the billionaire real estate giant. One of the richest men in America. "This is my mother, Evelyn," Ashford continued. "She walked away from her security team last night. We searched everywhere. You found her. You cared. You protected her when no one else did." Malik's heart pounded in disbelief. Evelyn stepped forward, taking Malik's hands. "You saw me," she said, "and you reminded me there's still good in the world." Ashford cleared his throat. "I'd like to offer you a full scholarship to any engineering program in the state. Housing, books, all covered. And a summer internship at one of my companies, if you'd like it." Malik blinked, stunned silent, his manager watching through the window, people on the sidewalk pulling out their phones, the world suddenly looking right at him. I don't know what to say," he stuttered. "Just say yes." Evelyn smiled. Tears stung his eyes as he finally nodded. His life, his family's life, shifted in a single heartbeat. Ashford opened the car door and gestured. "Let's go talk details." Malik glanced back at his workplace. The mop, the fryer, the life he'd been trapped in. Then he looked forward, feeling something he hadn't felt in forever. Hope. He stepped into the car. Because sometimes the smallest act of kindness changes everything.